In this lesson, we're going to learn how to convert fractions to decimals. So the method is very simple. We have to divide the numerator by the denominator and round the answer if needed. So we have three questions. The first question is 2 over 5. So this is a fraction. Now let's learn how to convert it to a decimal. So we use long division. So let's divide the numerator, which is 2, by the denominator, which is 5. So 2 over 5. Now I can't divide 2 by 5 because 2 is smaller than 5. So the thing is, I have to add a 0 to the right of the 2, and once I add that 0, I add a 0 and a decimal point. Now let's think of a number. When I multiply it by 5 or times 5, I get 20. The answer is 4. So 4 times 5 is 20. Now we subtract, the remainder is 0. So 2 over 5 is the same as 0.4. Let's do the second question. So I have 9 divided by 25. Again, I can't divide 9 by 25 because 9 is smaller than 25. So the thing is, we need to add a 0 to the right of the 9. And once I add the 0, I write down a 0 and a decimal point. Now let's think of a number. When I multiply it by 25, I get 90. Actually, we don't have that number because 25 times 3 is 75 and 25 times 4 is 100. But I have to choose 3 because 25 times 3, I will get 75 and I can't exceed 90. So I can't pick 4 because 25 times 4 is 100 and 100 is bigger than 90. So I have to choose 3, which gives me a number that is smaller than 90. So the answer is 75, and now I can subtract. So 9 minus 7, or 90 minus 75 is actually 15. Now I need to divide 15 by 25, but I can't because 15 is smaller than 25. So I add a 0. Now let's think of a number. When I multiply by 25, the answer is 150. If I try 6 times 25, so let's try it on this side. So 25 times 6 times 5 is 30. I carry the 3 to the tens place. 6 times 2 is 12, and plus 3 is 15. So the answer is 6. So 6 times 25 is 150. Now I can subtract 0, 0, 0. So 9 over 25 is the same as 0.36. Now let's do the last question, which is 3 over 16. So I have 3 divided by 16. Again, same process, same method, same everything. 3 by 16 is not possible because 3 is smaller than 16. So I add a 0, and once I add a 0, I add a 0 and the decimal point. Now let's think of a number. When I multiply it times 16, the answer is 30. Now, if I try 16 times 1, it's clearly 16. If I try 16 times 2, it's 32. So I can't pick 2 because 2 times 16 is 32, and 32 is bigger than 30, so I have to pick 1. So 1 times 16 is 16. Now I subtract. 30 minus 16 is equal to 14. Now let's divide 14 by 16. It's not possible. Why? Because 14 is smaller than 16. So I add a 0. And once I add a 0, now I can divide 140 by 16. So let's think of a number. When I multiply it times 16, the answer is 140. Now if I try 16 times 8, the answer is 128. If I try 16 times 9, the answer is 144. I can't pick 9 because 9 times 16 is 144, and 144 is bigger than 140. So I have to pick 8. So 8 times 16 is 128, and now I subtract 140 minus 128. The answer is 12. Now, let's divide 12 by 16. Again, I can't because 12 is smaller than 16, so I add a 0. And let's now think of a number. When I multiply it times 16, the answer is 120. So if I try 7, the answer is 112. If I try 16 times 8, the answer is 128. I can't pick 8 because 128 is bigger than 120. So let's try 7. So 16 times 7, the answer is 112. So I have 120 minus 112. So here it's 7. The answer is 8. Now, 8 by 16 is not possible because 8 is smaller than 16, so let's add a 0. Now let's think of a number. When I multiply it by 6 times 16, the answer is 80, so the answer is 5, and I get exactly 80 because 5 times 16 is 80, and now I subtract and I get 0. So I keep doing my long division until I get a remainder of 0. Now 3 over 16 is equal to 0.1875. So that's the final answer.